When you read the Bible and it says, "You are the salt of the earth and the light of the world," have you ever wondered what that could mean? Well, this year at the annual Summit for African Leadership Transformation SALT Conference, we are going to have conversations and workshops about what that means. How can we show up in spaces we exist as faithful followers of Jesus? So, if you're in Mzuzu, mark your calendars for the 5th of September. Our Salt and Light workshop will begin at 9 a.m. We have some great speakers lined up to help us explore what it means to be the salt and light in the world. But that's not all for the day. We will end the day with the Outpour Worship Experience, which will be an evening of worship and prayer in the presence of God and His people. So remember, it's taking place on the 5th of September at Springs Park in Ganimina. We are excited to see you there. Hello and welcome to the FloodLight Podcast, the Flood Church Mzuzu podcast, where we talk about our faith and how it works in real life. Just have small conversations about it. And if you have been following us, I keep mentioning our encounter series that we've been doing as a church. And so here at the podcast, we are having conversations about what encounter looks like in our everyday life. And today we're exploring encounter, but through the lens of restoration, because we believe that if you encounter God, one of His main agendas is to restore us, right? So we're going to be talking about that. And I'm excited today. We have been trying to get this man on this podcast for I don't know how long. We can even, I don't know. We can testify about how long we've tried to get this man on the podcast. But now we have this man on the podcast. So I am super excited. Welcome, Gospel.
Yeah, yo. Thank you, Theo.
Finally.
Patataganyem.
Eh?
Yeah, been running, but yeah, you got me now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad. So I feel like because I have you here now,
Yes.
it would be remiss of me not to talk a little bit about your role in the church.
Okay.
Because I like to say Gospel is like the man behind the scenes, right? He may not be shown a lot, but he's the man behind the scenes running around a lot. So he's our worship and outreach pastor. When's the ordination?
Just a yam, baby.
Yeah, but I think let's talk a little bit about your history.
Yeah.
What made you start working in the church? Like, what's been your journey to working in the church?
Yeah, I think like most of the people who are working in church right now, these are things that start when you're young. So I'm a church boy. I grew up in a family where church was a must, and I began to like the concept of church when I was very young and appreciate it. Up until when I was 13, 14, that's when I really knew that okay, this is a path that I want to take.
Yeah.
Because as a young boy, I was I'm blessed to be a little bit athletic, and I have an understanding of music. So I'll play football better than my peers, most of them, and I started basketball, and I was doing good. So one of the things that showed me that this is my path is I was always taking this Christianity path more than anything that I was able to do. Yeah, so I can say that. So growing up, made my own decision and my choice now to follow Christ and have the passion just to serve Him. That's what drew me to church. Yeah.
Okay. So what was that journey like to be like you're in the church now?
Yeah.
You've started taking your faith as your own now. So then how do you get to working for the church?
Yeah.
Because it's not only flood. You have done a lot.
Yeah. A lot.
Yes.
I think we from our family we are CCAP. We are CCAP, but I didn't feel like I belonged to a Presbyterian church because myself was more Pentecostal. Then when my parents went to Pentecostal church, followed them, and I never went back. So I've been jumping through ministries. Maybe for vibes, but but ministers that have made impact in my life, I can say I was more of Flood has been my home because I joined Flood in 2010. So whatever is happening right now, my life, if I'm to trace my life, Flood has been my home.
Yeah.
Than any other church, right? Yeah, but surely I've been to a couple of churches and ministers and taken part in leadership positions, and but for everyone and for myself, Flood has been that central part of my life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, we're grateful Flood is central for you
Yeah,
because I feel like we have been blessed by your talents in the church. And I think this is like a story I think Daria and I like to talk about of how when the church started, him and I didn't think about outreach at all. That I remember when you came on staff, your kind of one of your first questions was that of like, oh, what are we doing about outreach? And we're kind of like, nothing. We haven't done a single thing.
Yeah.
But then seeing how you have kind of, I feel like meshed the two within being worship, but also taking that as outreach, I think is one of like my favorite things, seeing it work out, because I think even when I think outreach, I didn't think of it the way we do it now, or like the way it's meshed within, like every outreach we do is an worship outreach.
Yes.
And so looking at that and seeing, okay, this is how it works. Like your mind works in a way that my mind doesn't. And so I'm appreciative.
I think that's a beautiful thing about Flood Mzuzu, because I know if you leave me, if you leave myself and Pastor Dara alone, we'll mess things up. I'm telling you. So it's when you come in, you bring the balance, and we see things in three different perspectives, and when we bring those together, three coded, then I know that's our win. Yeah. So myself, I've never seen myself as a pastor, or maybe let me say a lead pastor, or me leading a church. As you said in your introduction, I think I thrive more when I work behind. If I'm doing logistics, I'll be fulfilled with that, and I want to give my all. Outreach is my life. Is where I think that's where I see the gap between church. By church, I mean the special Sunday gathering, and the actual church, which is the people. So we need the gap between the actual community, and the actual church, which is just the people. That bridge, that has been my passion. How can we make sure that church is not just limited to this building and the identity that we have labeled ourselves, but church being whatever we do when we go out to the people who don't want to hear what you want to say to them, people who don't want to be part of what you guys enjoy. That's my passion. Yeah.
Love hearing about that. We'll have to try and coax you again to come back so that we can talk a little bit further about worship. But now let's talk a little bit about our topic today on restoration.
All right.
I want to ask of, what does restoration mean for you?
So restoration for me, it's more of a recovery of what was lost. In simple terms, In Christianity, I think it's the center of our message. Anything, if you go to the Old Testament, New Testament, if the main theme is not restoration, then you're not talking about God. Whatever it is, in every single aspect, the Bible is there for restoration, for the theme of restoration. I can give a couple of examples. If you talk about maybe wealth, property, there are stories of restoration. You can, the book of Job, there is Job, where we see the story of restoration, but the center of that story, it's not Job, it's God. If we talk about relationships, we can go in the book of Genesis, we can talk about Joseph and the family, where they sold him and they united. There was a restoration of relation or restoration, but the center of that story is not Joseph. It's God. It's just part of the big story. Mission, we can go to the book of Luke, where we're talking about Peter denying Jesus, Jesus going back to Peter and say, after the denial, feed my flock, feed my flock, feed my, 3 times telling him, feed my flock, because I appointed you to be the founder of the church. So there are a lot of things. Even we talk about emotional, spiritual, there are a lot of examples. But the main thing, the bigger picture is God himself. So restoration, Christianity is all about restoration. Yes.
Yeah, I think as you're talking, I was thinking of even like, I think I like to think of King David.
Yes.
Of that, I talk about the what feels paradoxical in some way of how he was the man called the man after God's own heart. But also when you really read about his life, hey, the amount of messes that man made, it's one of those where I'm like, should we even be listening? It's not,
That's why I appreciate the Bible. Right? And most of the times when we talk about, because I know we have even songs that David is mentioned.
David, Hosanna.
Very good. Right? When we're talking about that, or when we're giving examples of great men of God and David, you mentioned David.
Yeah.
But if you also look the other side of the coin and you want to mention people who were very cruel and people who were disobedient, I think David has to be in the same story.
For sure.
David has to be in the same story.
Yeah. Because I like to think of like even in the moment of, I'm thinking of when he slept with Bathsheba and then killed her husband.
Yeah.
When is it Nathan, I think, who comes to him and says, hey, what should be done to a man who does this? It didn't even cross his mind that this man is describing me. And like you would think, how far gone was this man that a story is being told of him and he doesn't even put himself in the picture, but still this is the man after God's own heart. And I think of that of like, I think that title is given to him because of the restoration bit. Like the main thing was that God is able to restore him even in the midst of all his messes. That I think David's greatest strength was turning back. When God rebukes him of, hey, my friend, you've gone too far, he turns back and is restored back into the faith. So I think that's what I was thinking of like, I think if I think restoration, the first person that comes to mind for me is King David. Yeah. So in thinking of that, what do you think the difference is between simply fixing something that's broken and then the restoration itself?
So when you talk about fixing what's broken, is finding a way to conceal and move on, right? That means you have fixed it. There's no longer a problem. For instance, if it's a a water pipe is broken, you get a plumber and says, okay, fine, no, I can just attach another new pipe here, cut here, and attach a new pipe. Then we move on.
Yeah.
You have fixed the problem. But restoration will look at the whole system. Restoration is not in parts. It's an overhaul. You're looking at the whole system. So when we talk about, you're bringing it back to its original form. So if it's a plumbing system, you're looking at where it started and where it's ending. Then say, okay, fine, I don't want any problem in the future. Therefore, remove everything and put the new system all together. So I think that's the difference. And as I said earlier on, when you turn it to a Christian perspective, you have a lot of examples to where the whole system was changed. A lot of things. And somehow it's exactly what God wants. It's the picture that God is giving us, that this is me. This is exactly what I want. I don't just want to fix you in parts. I want to fix the whole of you.
I think also that's probably why Paul's description is, in Christ you are a new creation.
Yes.
Right? Like the like what you're talking of, like the restoration is what overhaul the entire thing. Like we're not just replacing tiny bits, but it's the entire thing. And so when we think of restoration in that way, of like this idea of new creation or new being, I think sometimes it feels like, oh, if we're doing something new, then it's just immediate in some way, right? But I think in reality, when we're living, restoration doesn't always feel immediate, right? Like your life isn't changing immediately. How do you navigate restoration processes that are longer?
They are we have phases that you cannot miss. And I'll keep on saying there are a lot of examples. For example, if we talk about relational restoration, the number one thing is to be honest to yourself where you are, without covering anything. Know the damages. If you go even to your spiritual life, and if you want to go back to where you were, you have to be honest. Know that you're filthy and know exactly what's going on, without concealing anything, without hiding anything. If it's material, you should be able to acknowledge that you have nothing, and you are in debt, and there is absolutely nothing you can do. That's number one. And the second part is where you now know where you're going, help that you need. But I mean, this is exactly what I need. Then the third part, which is also tough, is when you are to obey. Because it's not going to be simple. Restoration is not just going to come with a pastor laying hands on you, or when you're mending a broken relationship. It's not like, you guys, you're together now, just forget what happened. No, it's not about forgetting. It's a process where now you process the pain. After identifying it, you process and know how you're going to deal with that. Then you have to live in this state of obedience. What is God saying? What is your counselor or people who are trying to reunite you saying? And you have to obey that. Without obedience, there will be no restoration. I think the fact is, the final one determines the outcome. Because without obedience, there is no restoration at all. So probably those are like maybe core key phases that I can identify. Yes.
Yeah. I think also that speaks to, I think a lot of the times when we think of restoration, because we think of it as just immediate, like it's supposed to immediately change something. I think that's why also sometimes we are quick to condemn people because we can't see the outward change immediately. When it's like, no, they are being restored. It's a process. It's not just like I received Jesus today and then tomorrow I stop, like, everything. I think one of the, I feel like things that healed me was learning that part of healing process is relapse. There will always be a relapse in the healing process. In a restoration process, there will be relapse. Because the thing is, I think one of the things that restoration will do is, in order for you to be fully restored, I think that you will have to face temptation that will then make you question whether you are truly strong in this or not. And I think that's part of it, of like, sometimes because a person has relapsed, it's like, oh, Basi, their restoration was not, real and was untrue, when it's like, no. It's just the process.
Yeah, it's a process indeed. I can give my own I can give my own story as an example. Me coming to Mzuzu to do ministry wasn't my plan. It has never been my plan.
Yeah.
But when I met Pastor Humphreys and said, hey man, you know what? You need time. And I believe if you go to Mzuzu, start over. Just forget about whatever you built here in Lilongwe and just go to Mzuzu and start over. That alone wasn't sitting well with me. Like, in Mzuzu, family, friends, and everything. That is after I've lost a lot. Relationships, even confidence in myself, like, oh no, I don't want to do this. And truly, I was like, no, I don't want to stand in front of people. I don't want to pretend like, oh, God is good while I'm not testifying. Literally, my life is not.
It's not well.
So that alone was a hindrance, and I had to overcome that. And come in here and saying, okay, I think I've said yes to the call, but things are not still working. So what's happening? I'm here now. I'm doing what I'm obeying the advice. I'm doing what you asked me to do. God, what is this? In that process, the pain, the tears that you shed in that process, I think it's harder. It's more, harming than the tears before. I don't know about other people's experience, but that's my experience. I think having these tears when you're serving God feels more hateful than when you're just crying without it.
Because it's kind of like I'm inside, I'm here.
I am.
I'm doing what you want me to do.
I am. So, God, what are you doing? And but as you say, it's part of the process. That's when now you see God working. It's a process.
Yeah.
No,
I think I get that. Of part of, I think one of my relational restorations has been kind of forgiveness over betrayal within friendships. And I think there was almost about a year passed. And then I remember seeing that person again. And it was like, I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to see them. I want to move the other way and whatnot.
You again.
And it kind of hit me again, where I was like, oh no, have I not forgiven them? Have I not, And I think for me, it kind of changed my perspective of like, this is part of the restoration. Then we need to check of like, okay, what else is within there?
True.
What else is within there that we need to address so that then the full restoration kind of like takes place within this situation itself. So I think there's that of being patient with the process of restoration.
Sure.
Because very little times will it be as immediate as we want it, to be. So I think one of the other parts I wanted to tackle was the process of emotional or relational restoration feeling more painful than the original wound, right? Because sometimes it's kind of like, even like when you're coming to Christ, right? You had lived your life, say you had lived a wild life, and you come into Christ. Sometimes the healing process within coming to Christ can feel more painful than what was before. How do you kind of move through that?
Sure, we have an example of that. The prodigal son, right? So after he spends whatever he got, he was coming back home. The father, arms wide open.
Yeah.
But everyone around the father is like, what
are
is
we
this
doing?
now?
Yeah.
Remember the brother?
Yes.
And I don't think he was evil to feel like that.
No.
No,
It was a
worked for you.
logical question.
I was here.
Yeah.
I was here. You have never did this for me. And wow. Then well,
Akabangaza kuti mbwari uko.
that way, I don't know.
Pando.
What's the job for a belt? It's strong. No. It has a strong Chichewa name. I love it. What do we say? Mwinjiro. Don't come from Mwinjiro. I got it. Chimwinjiro.
Yeah, it sounds heavy.
It sounds like no. It wasn't just a belt. So, but my point is, it's not just about you. It's not just about you. And if you think that if when restoration is happening, it's just about you, then you're very wrong. Because there are a lot of people involved when it comes to emotion and relation.
Yeah.
When you break a relationship, it's not just about you.
Yeah.
That person has someone he values. He's gonna go to him like, you don't know what happened. He just did this. And this guy, it was like, how did that happen? You see? So probably if I just steal something from him, like yeah, maybe he wanted to. But when I break a relationship, it's a silly you have a series of people that maybe you even don't know. They'll also be hurt. So that wound is deeper than just mending your two. So to heal that wound. Jeez. And the Bible doesn't tell us how long it took the older son. You see?
Exactly. To accept his brother
The
back.
truth is, it did not say because it takes longer.
Yeah.
It takes longer. The father here in the story is actually the figure of God. His condition, he doesn't have conditions for his love. You're mine, nothing. We go astray, you do whatever you want, you're still mine. But this one is us, the brother is us.
Yeah.
Our love is conditional.
Very much so.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a pastor or but the things that we might be different in how we react. But the truth is, our heart is of the brother to the prodigal son. So to heal, take some time. We can mend things, but we should not lie to ourselves that it has been restored. Because there is true restoration. It's a process and takes time.
Yeah. I like that you bring the aspect of community within that. That especially within the idea of the prodigal son of like he comes home, but it's not just his father that like when you think about it, it's not just his father that he wronged, right? I think his father was the greatest one, but like his brother was also hurt.
Yes.
Probably even the people around them were also hurt of like, why would you do this? And so I wonder, what do you feel like is the role of community when it comes to restoration of a person?
God designed us to thrive in community. There is nothing in the Bible that tells us that it's about you.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing. You cannot refer to any verse. God just focusing on a particular human being, and that's all.
Yeah.
Because He focus on you for a greater good that will benefit the community. So, if you are part of the community and you understand this, you will have mercy. Because we're quick to judge. We are actually the opposite of God.
Yeah.
Right? We are quick to do everything that is wrong. Therefore, what we can ask is the heart of God, which is very merciful, quick to forgive. Then, if that becomes the life of that community, restoration will be exactly as how God designed it. Because restoration comes through mercy. Apart from mercy, there is absolutely no way.
Yeah.
Paliro antudru olenu abusa inu bara antwena ikono dinu. Sumaina wakurugi. There are people you know. This guy, it doesn't matter. She or he just wanted to finish me, and it doesn't matter if I give him another chance, he will do the same. Yeah, and you know in your heart that this guy, no, every chance that he will get, he'll finish me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the bottom line is restoration comes from mercy and deserving mercy. And mercy is the whole character of God.
Yeah. Yeah.
So without that, there's no restoration. So if the community doesn't see God's mercy, if the community doesn't exercise God's mercy, there will be no restoration.
Yeah.
And it was safe and already.
Massive.
That balibebo jabwe. Yeah, so a community as a church community, let's because sometimes it's very hard. It pains me. You know how Christians treat each other. We call it a cancel culture, something like that, right? It's more in Christianity than any other form of congregation.
Yeah.
If a Christian makes a blunder today, trust me, it's not the outside world who will be spreading those rumors or try to bury the person. It will be Christians.
Yeah.
They'll be the ones saying, no, you can't stand before people. They'll be, you can't, you cannot commune with us. These sounds or even extreme examples of if a sin is sin, then you have to be made an example.
Yeah.
Stand before the church because you are pregnant. But the real example is not the pregnancy.
Yeah.
The real sin is not the pregnancy.
Exactly.
You see? If you are to ask the whole church, you find out the majority of that church has the same sin.
Yeah.
But just because our
There's
honest,
there.
so we can. You see, so things like those, I think, takes the mercy, the grace out of the community, because we are quick to point fingers, throw stones, and to things that we were supposed to be merciful.
Yeah. I think I like that. I've been thinking about the idea of mercy this week because I was listening to a podcast from Jackie Hill and Preston Perry. And so they were also talking about the idea of mercy, that mercy is like saying, I have the power to squash you and make you feel small, but I will not do it.
Thank you.
And that's God being like, hey,
that's nice.
I have the power to unleash my wrath on you, but I will not.
Yeah, that's the best way.
And I will not. And I think that's what is missing within the Christian circles, that, we then rush into, let me show you the wrath, instead of, hey, I have the ability to, but no, let me bring you back so that you are brought back in love. And I don't know who lied to us or where we believe this lie of feeling like muntu timufilise kuti walakwisa ndipo amene but it's like, I don't think shame has ever helped anybody be restored. Shame has never restored anybody in the faith. So it's like, I don't know where we think, every time I must point out, and like you're saying, of like, our stuff is probably just hidden. And their others are out on display. So therefore it's like, and whatnot. Because I was like, even in, like, we love to hide it under, it's discipline. But if we really look at it, it's not really discipline. We're just shaming the person. And we're reveling in the fact that we can shame them for what they have done, instead of helping them, showing them mercy and bringing them back, into the fold. And I feel like that's a really nice point to kind of wrap up the conversation.
Okay, all right.
So, as we finish, I want to finish on a very light note. What's on your playlist right now? What's the song that you're listening to the most, that you're like, if you find me at home?
Right now, right now, I'm not listening to songs. I'm not.
I worship Pastor Sagumbera Nyimbo.
I'm there, and so what I'm doing. That would do when I wake up, when I'm going to take a shower. I'm listening to Dr. David Jeremiah.
Wow.
I'm telling you, I don't know why, but it's if I just take my phone, if I go to YouTube and just type D, you find David Jeremiah or
Pastor Dali Messiah.
Oh, jeez. But that's what I've been doing. John MacArthur. So I'm listening more to old sermons. Like, I don't know why, but I just developed that and had even this morning. Last night, you find the very same thing. I'm just listening to old sermons. And
nice.
Sure.
We'll take that. We'll take that. Maybe you should go and listen to Dr. David Jeremiah in your time. But thank you so much for coming to the podcast. Okay. I always appreciate conversations with you and your wisdom that you share with us. We're going to try and trap you into another episode.
Bro.
We'll do our best to. But thank you for watching and for listening to today's episode. We hope it's helped you in your own journey of restoration. We hope that it's helped you in showing mercy to others in their journey of restoration. But I hope that you will be here again next week for another episode of the FloodLight Podcast. From me and the entire crew, grace and peace.
Yo.